I can finally breathe in Planet Crafter. Yes, I managed to get a breathable atmosphere, and now it's time to go even further. I already have insects, but on my way to getting animals I need to first go through the fish stage. For that I'll need 120 giga terraformation points, so here's what's new. I played a little bit off camera since last time I expanded the base with this whole thing upstairs. We also have this staircase to get us up. And we've got this extra butterfly dome with pink and yellow butterflies. The yellow ones especially produce a lot of insects because they have a 200% insect multiplier. We also unlocked the silk generator. I don't know what silk is used for, but I definitely want to get this as early as possible, so we'll work on that. And then also the outdoor farm, which is basically a food grower, but it's much better. And then also the drone station, which activates the logistics system and enables drone creation. Apart from that, I've also unlocked the fusion energy cell. I think this goes into some fusion generators that we've found in crashed ships. The trees have also grown since last time, so we've got basically a whole forest right next to the base. I think that looks insanely cool, and we'll be expanding this further. You might also notice that we've got 71 giga terraformation points. We are 44% of the way to the fish stage, so I'm extremely excited for everything. So I'll start with the outdoor farm and then the silk generator. That means we need bees and silkworms. So for the bees we're gonna need uncommon larva, and for the silkworm also uncommon larva, so that shouldn't be too hard. I do already have one silkworm, so I need 2 more. I'm just looking for some uncommon larvas. Oh, but look at that, we also have a blueprint microchip. Let's decode that and hope we get something good. That's the tier 2 speed increase for the vehicle. So here it is, the tier 2 speed increase. We'll need 2 tier 1 speed increases and 1 explosive powder, so that sounds easy. So here we go, let's get a rocket engine, and now we should have everything we need for the tier 2 speed increase. So let's go ahead and craft another tier 1, and then we can do the tier 2. Now that I have that, I can just place it in the rover, and this should now be much faster. So here we go, let's test it out. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel the extra speed. This is gonna be so good for exploring, especially since I need more chips. That means I need to do a lot more exploring. So that's great, I'm really happy with this upgrade. But now it's time to get that outdoor farm. So let's see, we should be able to get a mutagen, and then how many fertilizers do I have? And this is gonna get us a bee larva. That should take some time, but in the meantime I'll get another fertilizer. For that I'll need algae, sulfur and eggplants. Luckily I have everything I need right here. So here's the other fertilizer that we needed, and as soon as this is done, I'll do another bee larva. Here goes the tier 2 fertilizer, and I think I need 1 extra normal fertilizer. So here we go, we got all that. The bees are already done, so let's get them out of there and then do this thing again. I think that's the right recipe. Yeah, it is. So we'll get another bee larva. I should also focus on the silk generator, so I'll need more uncommon larva, bacteria samples and fertilizer. All of that sounds pretty easy, so I'll just go around looking for some uncommon larvas. I was just looking around through this crashed ship that's really close to the base, and there's a chip that we didn't take. So I don't know how I missed that. Another one. We had 2 chips right here that I never took. So I don't know what happened, but just going in here, let's decode the microchips. We've got the map microchip. Also, we can see the map wherever we are. Okay, that's really cool. Let's decode the other one. And we've got a display case. I don't know what we can display on it, but maybe it's for these things. And then we also got a microchip for the map. That's 2 aluminum and 1 obsidian. So let's go ahead and craft that. I should have room for it, so if I throw it in here and press M, yeah, now I can see the map wherever I am. That's actually great. We can also see the resources on the map because we sent another rocket with a special satellite for that. Let's also build a display case because why not? And we can have it right here. Can I put whatever I want on it? Like that? Oh yeah, it displays items, so whatever item I want displayed. That's cool. Can I have this? Oh yeah, I can, but it's pretty small. I think I'll just leave it where it was. So I'll put it back here. But the other bees are also done. So let's go ahead and build the outdoor farm. We can have it right next to the entrance of the base. And then, what's this? I guess maybe we can have 2 things. So I'll grab some seeds. We've got multiple seeds in here, so let's get some squash seeds and then also eggplant seeds. And we'll see what this can do. We'll put the eggplant on this side and then the squash. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, so I can only have 1, then I'll have the squash. Those give you more health when you eat them. Let's see, we should have more methane. Oh, and also nitrogen and oxygen. That was unexpected. I think I never got anything else other than methane from this. Oh, and the common larva, but we need, I think, the uncommon ones for the silkworm. So here's what we got to so far. I found all the uncommon larvas that I needed. I also found a bunch more common ones and 2 rares. And we've got a silkworm already in production, and then I have the materials for the other one. So that means all I need is zeolite, water, and oxygen. So while I'm waiting for the silkworms, these are starting to grow, and they grow very fast. They're already at 91%, and it's only been a couple minutes. It looks like the bees are pollinating all over the place. They are making honey too, which is really good. This is used for the high quality food recipe. So let's go ahead and into the biolab, high quality food. We've got 2 of that. So the silkworm is ready. Let's do another one. And this should be the final ingredient in the recipe for the silk generator. So by taking a look in here, we are gonna get an actual recipe for the circuit boards, but that's only at 160 gigaterraformation points. Until then, we should be able to get them by deconstructing some things in the crash chip, but for that I need the tier 2 deconstruction microchip, which I don't have. I only have the normal deconstruction microchip. So that's found in a random recipe from the chips. That means I need to just explore more to get more chips. But the squash is done, so let's see, we got 5 from that. That's 5 squash in record time. And the final silkworm is done. Let's go ahead and craft the silk generator, maybe on this side, so let's throw it in. And then what do we need to do? This just produces silk, so I guess I'll just come back later and collect it. Now what I want to do is somehow get into this area. I don't think I've ever been there. Maybe there's more things to find. So I'll take the rover and head in that general direction. Before I couldn't find it because I didn't have a map with me, but now that I have the map microchip, I can take a look at the map wherever I am. And the speed difference with the tier 2 speed for the rover is definitely noticeable. This goes by much faster, and now it likes to jump. But here we are on this side. I think we are getting pretty close. I need to just get on the other side of this. I just don't know if I go down there with the rover, will I be able to get it back up? Right now, let's just go across. Oh, I can't really jump all that way. Alright, we'll just go down here, try not to take any damage. I should be able to climb this thing. So let's see if that works. Oh yeah, it does. So now I'm up here. Found some zeolite too, that's pretty good. There's more zeolite on the ground. And yeah, that looks like it goes somewhere. I'm really excited, and we also just reached 80 gigaterraformation points. Whoa, there's a lot of iridium here. Oh, but this is blocked. Of course it is. I'll need an explosive device. I do not have the recipe for that. So I guess I can't go there yet. I'll just take the iridium for now. And I have a bunch of explosive powder. I just can't use it to make explosives because I don't have the recipe. And what's this right here? It's an iridium rod, just like that out in the wild. I never found that before. I'm back at the base, and it looks like there's a storm brewing, but we do have some silk. I guess I'll just store it in here until we have something to use it. I guess that would be used for fabric or something like that. We can't see the map further, but I should be able to go there. So I'll try that, and maybe I find some more chips. So I was going down south, but then I saw this thing on the map. I don't think I've ever been there, so I want to explore it, and maybe I find something interesting. Oh yeah, I've definitely never been here, so I'm excited for whatever I'm about to find. Oh, I can deconstruct this. Oh, and there's something here. We've got some heaters. I can deconstruct all of them for materials. And we've got some iridium rods and aluminum. The rest I don't really care for. We've got a production multiplier fuse. And we found a chip. That's great. I'll just leave behind some of these materials that I don't necessarily need. And I'll take the fertilizer too. And there it goes right in front of me. Oh, there's a lot of pulsar parts here. I think this was a pretty lucky find. So we got even more cool items. I guess I'll need to drop some of these like iron and aluminum. Oh, look at that, we found one. And yes, it has a chip. And another chest right next to it with an obsidian rod. That's awesome. There's another thing with another chip and a tier 3 heater. I'm glad I double and triple checked, because I would have missed that one. I have 3 new chips, so let's decode each one. We got the unlimited oxygen for the vehicle. Well, I guess I don't need that now. I have unlimited oxygen in general. We've got a spacesuit displayer. Okay, so now I might want to get some spacesuits to create a nice display of them. That's pretty cool. And then the tier 3 GPS satellite. Okay, that one's good. I think those were all the chips, yeah. So here we go, let's craft the microchip compass. We've got 2 of those. And I think we should have all the materials for the tier 3 GPS. So here it is, let's craft it. I always love sending these out, so let's launch to space. So that went out in space. We should have more of the map unlocked, and I also unlocked the tier 4 exoskeleton in the meantime. Tier 4 exoskeleton, Blazar Quartz. Alright, I've never seen Blazar Quartz, but maybe now with the expanded map we can see a new place for it. So let's take a look out here. We can now zoom out much further, and we should also be able to see a little bit more of the map. Interesting, it doesn't look like we are seeing more, so I might have to just go out in the rover and explore in that general direction to actually unlock the map, but we can zoom out a lot further. So I've just made a troubling discovery. The map ends. The map literally just ends, and you also fall off. So you can just go here and you kind of fall off. You can see like that's the map, like that's it. And there's something that you can see down there. I don't know if those are some caves, but literally right here the map just ends and there's nothing on this whole thing. I went all the way out here, it's just flat desert, so nothing happens on this side. That's a little disappointing, I won't lie, but I'll still go explore all of these things around the corners here. Maybe there's something, at least some chests. This is what it looks just driving through the barren wasteland. It's literally a flat desert as far as you can see. Yeah, again, I can just see through the whole mountain. I don't think that's supposed to happen. I feel like I should not be here, but it's just out in the open. You can just, oh, whoa. Oh, I'm stuck. Like, I'm really stuck, and this is very loud. Yeah, the rover is stuck really good. Now I'm stuck inside of the mountain. Let's go back this way. Nope, that doesn't work. So am I just inside the mountain now? But this weird glitchy mess right here, oh, there it is again. It's not only annoying, it's also like immersion breaking, I would say. I was not expecting any of this, to be honest. By the way, I would really appreciate it if you left a like on the video. This helps me a lot, so thanks for doing that. And now let's get back to it. I'm back in the base and I brought a lot more resources back. I also have enough to craft some more butterfly things, and I found a pink butterfly larva, and it's these glowing ones. These actually produce 800% of the insects. Let's see if we can do it this way. We should be able to. There we go. So we've got another butterfly dome, and why stop there when we can build yet another one? That means we can get 4 more butterfly larvas. Oh, and we just unlocked the butterfly display box. What do we need to craft that? Iron and fabric. We also have the spacesuit display, but that needs quasar quartz. The water life collector will unlock at 87 ppm of oxygen. That means we need to up our oxygen production by quite a bit if we're gonna hit that goal. These are done and they are purple. We got the ML butterfly larva. Let's throw in the other ingredients and we'll research yet another butterfly type. And in the meantime, we can throw these 2 into our new butterfly domes. So here we've got pink and yellow, and then on this other side we'll have red and purple. These match pretty good, and we are getting a lot of insects now. So the oxygen multiplier is this one, the seed spreader rocket. Let's send a couple more of these, and that should really help us with the oxygen production. Here it is. I should have all the ingredients for one of these. Let's go ahead and launch it too. In the meantime, we are getting pretty close to 100 giga terraformation points. I'm really excited about that. Our eggplants are done, so I'll collect them and we'll wait for even more. I'll have this craft some super alloy because we need more. And then I also need more tree bark, and I should have some extra somewhere. This also produces oxygen, so I'll try to get another one of these. So we can actually have it on this side, and I think that looks pretty good. We'll get tree bark in here. And then I actually have enough materials for 2 more tree spreaders. So I might want to have them over on this side. I don't think they will be in the range of the machine optimizer anymore, but it is what it is. Oh, and now I don't have the super alloy, so I have to go back for that. We'll have a tier 3 tree spreader over on this side. Try to say that 5 times fast. And then we'll have another one right here. I'll go around looking for the materials I need for the seeds. But in the meantime, I just saw this thing and I should be able to go up on it. I think I did that once already. As soon as you get close to it, you get the prompt to climb. And yeah, I'm up here. I think I was here before. There's a bunch of butterflies and there were some resources. Yeah, but I probably took them. Oh, there's a chest. Pretty good stuff. We might have to use those for the tree seeds. So I'm glad I came up here. Look at how good the base looks with all of the tier 2 biodomes and the butterfly domes and all of that. I think it looks amazing. And we still need to get 2 more butterfly larvas for the last one over there. And if I don't find the Volnus plant, then the next best one is this with 250%, and for that I'll need Orima plant, so I'll look for both of them. I found the Volnus one and also an Orima one. Now we need just one more because I need 3 in total. But we reached 100 gigaterraformation points. That's a huge goal. We are well on our way to get the fish at 120. I'm extremely excited for that, by the way. And we got our butterflies. These are also green, so we'll have 2 green butterflies. So we'll do this one first. It needs a mutagen, a tree bark, and a Volnus plant. Let's go ahead and research. This will take quite a while, but it gives me enough time to find some more seeds. And then here it is, bioplastic nugget and another one. Now we should have everything we need for a lake water collector, so I'll go ahead and place this next to the other one. Here it goes, now we have 2, and this way we'll gather a lot more water. In the meantime, I'm also collecting more tree bark because we'll need it in the future, and I'll collect from this other side as well. Now we are getting double the tree bark, which is extremely good. Now that I have all the materials, I can get an atmospheric water collector, and I'll have it somewhat close, but this is pretty big. I'll have it right here. This will also collect water, and because it's closer to the base, I'll collect it more often. And then let's get some gases and honey too. The food also looks like it's done, so let's collect the eggplants. So we've got these 3. None of them have any tree seeds. So I'll put the first one in here. This should produce a lot more oxygen. It's at 900% because there's a 400% multiplier from the seed and a 500% multiplier from that thing right there. That's the machine optimizer. But it looks like there's an asteroid coming my way, and it should have more pulsar quartz. This is so loud, by the way. Oh, I took some damage there. I might have been a little bit too close that time, but that's not an issue. Let's just take all of the pulsar quartz from here. So here we go, we can now craft this, and I'll keep it in my backpack while I'm out around looking for one of those things to place it in. And who knows, maybe that can give us, I don't know, something interesting that we need, maybe even a warden key. That would be amazing. We still need 2 more warden keys, or 3, I think at least 2. And since I'm here, let's also craft some high quality food. I'll throw that in the rover. The Humelora tree seed is also done, so let's go ahead and start up the last one. We'll throw the things right here and research. I'll put that one in here, and this should also start growing some trees. And let's check this out. I also saw something on top of the ship that I kind of want to check out. I've never been on top of this. There's this thing, so how do I get there? Oh, I can climb right here. All right, I've never been in this side. Oh, that's so cool. And then we can go down. So maybe I've just unlocked more of the ship, but that vine that I used to climb was not there before. So just because we terraformed a little bit more, we had access to this area. We have some Terra tokens. Those are probably going to be used for the trade rocket, where we can trade with other planets, but I don't have the circuit boards for that. So I guess that was everything in here. Still pretty good. I'm glad we found this. But hey, that makes me wonder, maybe stuff like this opened up on other ships that I've checked out way before we had any plants on the planet. So I definitely have to go around all of the things that I've already explored and explore them again. We can go up here, and yeah, there is a fusion generator, and I think this is where we have to place that fusion cell. And these things, this is what I want to deconstruct. Apparently these can give you the circuit boards that I need, but for that I need a tier 2 deconstruction kit, and I do not have that. So let's get that fusion energy cell. So here we are, let's throw it in there. Oh, and it's doing something. I hope it doesn't explode. Okay, so this one is activated. Maybe that opened the door. Oh, I think it opened this door. This was... Oh, and these two, these were definitely closed. Okay, so that's what it does. So we've got really cool stuff in here, in the chest. More of these things that I cannot deconstruct. And what's this? Big safe. I've never seen one of these. Oh, look at how many Terra tokens there are. That's 1,500. And we unlocked a new butterfly larva, also a tier 2 mutagen, and the space suit. But this was a great find. Even though I didn't find any chips, I'm still really happy with all the tokens that we got. Those are gonna be helpful once we start trading. Oh, and there's a chip, finally. And then there's another chest. Oh, we found the circuit board. Finally, we do have a circuit board now. So let's drop all of these into the rover. So the thing that I just saw was in here. Yes, we got those things. And I'm so happy I got one circuit board. Now I just need to find 2 more of them and I can build the trade thing. Let's also check on this side, maybe something else opened up, or we can go further downstairs. Yeah, that's right. There are some chests, but they are empty, so I've definitely been through here. And yeah, no secret doors on this level. And let's unlock a new microchip. That's the tier 3 jetpack. Oh, that sounds really cool. We can get it. Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. I really want to see this. So now we should have enough. There it goes, the tier 3 jetpack. This should have 190 propulsion and it should already be equipped. Okay, so now we have an even better jetpack. I love this. That was so worth it. Right now I'm just going here to collect some water and we are at 115 gigaterraformation points. And then the last 3 seed is done. I can go ahead and place that in. Now I'm gonna have a really hard time getting into the base with the rover because of all the trees that are growing here, but we basically have our own private forest, which is amazing. Let's throw this seed in, and that's gonna be at another different type of tree. So we are definitely building a really cool thing out here. So for the drone station I need 3 circuit boards. For the trade space rocket I also need 3 circuit boards. Let's see how the power is doing. So we still have 158 available kilowatts, but maybe I want to do another nuclear fusion generator because I have a lot of pulsar quartz left over. So that should be everything. I've got all the materials, so we'll build another one right here. Now I should have a lot more power. Oh yeah, 1600 available kilowatts. That's a lot. And here we go. We are at 120 gigaterraformation points. We got to the fish stage and we are moving towards the amphibian stage, so we're gonna get a lot more species out here. After that I think it's mammals or animals, something like that. And if you take a look at the oxygen, we are close to 87. That means we're gonna get more things soon. And now I want to get to 122 gigaterraformation points so I can actually craft the tier 3 mutagen. But we also unlocked the tier 1 aquarium. This actually uses a circuit board, so I'm really lucky to have found one. Let's actually start building this. Oh, and this is actually pretty big. It's bigger than I thought, but I think it fits in here for right now. Then we can also move it to another place if we need to. So there it goes. That's the aquarium where we can place 2 different types of fish. This is the only fish recipe we have. We'll need a tier 3 mutagen and phytoplankton and also a fertilizer. For the phytoplankton I have to build a water life collector and I have all the materials for that. I also found what the silk is used for and luckily I have a ton of it. So here we go. This will collect the phytoplankton and this is phytoplankton A. Alright, so we need phytoplankton B, but if this collects phytoplankton A, maybe it also collects B, but it's just rarer, like the ore extractor that says iron but also collects other materials. I'll try a different lake, so maybe this one right here, I don't know. So here we go. This also collects phytoplankton A, so I guess I'll just leave it there for like 5 minutes, see what it does, and if it doesn't work at all, then we'll move to a different lake altogether. In the meantime, I can start crafting the tier 3 mutagen. So for that I'll need bacteria sample, nitrogen and sulfur. Here we go, we've got the tier 3 mutagen, and it's kind of weird that we have the mutagen and the tier 3 mutagen, but this tier 2 one we can only find in things around the planet, so I don't know, is that like a rarer thing because I cannot craft it at all. So I just thought that was weird, but we've also got some more silk that we can collect. We are almost 8% of the way to amphibians, so that should be pretty cool. I can't wait to get all of the things on the planet, and then we can build the spaceship that allows me to travel to other planets and even moons. But let's see, we are collecting phytoplankton A, so we got 2 of those. I'll try to bring this to a different lake. Let's take a look at the map, and getting out with the rover is kind of hard now because of all the trees and the other stuff that we have in here, but I'll make it work. But it's time to actually test that theory, so we'll build this right here next to a waterfall. And let's see, no, it's still phytoplankton A. Alright, so I don't know, I don't really know what to do about it. Just taking a look at the map, I don't see where phytoplankton B could necessarily be located at, but it's also possible that it's just a rarer thing. So after collecting like 10 phytoplankton A, maybe it sometimes collects the B type as well. I don't know, so we'll have to just figure it out. So here we are, this is a more deserty biome, but we still have trees growing around. So I wonder if the water is any different here. I'll place the water life collector on this side, and yeah, it's still phytoplankton A, so I guess I'll just have to wait around until it eventually collects a B. But in the meantime, let's also check this thing out. I think I've been here before, but I'll take another look because maybe things have changed. So there's this thing, but I think I've already been inside. So So I don't think there's anything else left. Well, there is this chest that I haven't seen before. So maybe there is more stuff after all. Nothing in those lockers. Let's take a look on this other side. We can deconstruct that. And I see a chest here. Oh yeah, more stuff. Okay, so I have not explored all of this. Most of it is also underwater, which is pretty interesting. I've never seen that. What's this? A heater. Okay, let's go on this section. And we have a message. You can also pause to read this if you want to. Oh, and there's another fusion thing here. Okay, so we can come back with a fusion cell and then we can unlock even more things. I'm glad I got back in here now. And now I am losing oxygen because I am underwater. Now we can breathe in the atmosphere, but we still need to use oxygen underwater, which makes a lot of sense. Oh, and this got phytoplankton B and C. Okay, so there's multiple types, and I think they're just random. And now we got A, B, and C. So I don't know if it's because of where I placed it, like the lake, or if it just randomly occurs in any lake. So now we can use this to sequence it. So it's gonna be tier 3 mutagen, phytoplankton, and fertilizer. I think I left those in the rover. But now I have all of them, and we reached 150 gigatroc formation points. That's a huge milestone. Let's see if we can do this now. So we'll have the tier 3 mutagen, the fertilizer, and the phytoplankton B. Now we can start researching that and we'll see what comes out of it. We are also collecting a lot of silk here, so I guess we'll have some extra use for it in the future maybe. But right now we do have the fish. It's in here. That's the chrome fish eggs, but we want to place him in the fish tank. So here we go. We've got some fish. These are awesome and they produce 8 grams of animals per second. That means we are starting to unlock new things. We are 10% of the way to amphibians and we are also producing animals. So let's take a look at this screen. And once we produce more animals, we'll unlock different fish types and even a fish display and then a fish farm, so we can actually have them in lakes. Then we'll get vehicle logistics, the Lirma seed, we can actually craft larvas then, and then we'll get into frog eggs, a frog displayer, generic frog eggs, amido frog eggs. Okay, so there's a lot of things. And then finally the tier 4 jetpack. I can't wait for all of those. Oh, and look at that, if we get more insects, we'll actually be able to create an ecosystem. So there's a lot more things to unlock. But for right now, I'm really excited that we got some fish. Make sure to let me know what to name them in the comment section below. And also subscribe if you enjoyed these videos. There's more to come, so stay tuned. And in the meantime, go watch this video next. I've been Games for Life and I'll see you next time. Bye!